FrontPoint Home Security is a boutique DIY brand that's been on our radar for years. While it's a little on the pricier side, they have a ton of products to choose from that you can tailor to your home security needs. They've also added unique monitoring extras like protection for identity theft. Today, I'll be unboxing this FrontPoint kit and going over some of the basics about this brand. Then I'll share my review in a couple of weeks after I've set it up and spent more time with the system. So if you have any questions about FrontPoint or if there's anything you want to see in my tests coming up, let me know in the comments. And subscribe to catch our full review in August. But before I crack this baby open, let's go over some quick details about FrontPoint Home Security. FrontPoint has a super comprehensive catalog of cameras, sensors, and keypads to keep your home protected. With 4 cameras to choose from, you can keep an eye on things inside and outside the house. And since it's a DIY brand, it's easy to expand your system if you move to a new place. Plus, FrontPoint has its own smart home stuff like smart thermostats, locks, and lights. With all the stuff to choose from, you can either build your own FrontPoint system based on what you want to protect or choose from one of the 3 equipment packages. There's the Starter Pack, Home Shield, and Family Lookout Kit, all with more stuff than the next. As of this video, professional monitoring for FrontPoint ranges between $45 and $50 a month, which is around $10 over the national average. But check the link in the description to get a deal on monitoring through us. Okay, now that we've gone over some of the basics, let's see what's in this box. It's the box within the box. Welcome to FrontPoint. All right. Ooh, ah. Here we go. We've got a yard sign. Lots of bubble wrap, big fan. So, let's see, we've got a system overview. This will tell you all about your equipment in the mobile app, which is pretty cool. So everything you'll need is all written down and ready to go. Let's dive in. First is all these little accessories. We've got a keychain remote, which honestly is one of my favorite things in home security systems. You don't have to deal with or punching your number in the keypad or, you know, fidgeting with stuff. So if you have your hands full, all you have to do is like a car alarm, just beep beep and you're done. So let's start with the hub. This is the brains of the operation. You'll need this up and running first before any of this other stuff. So let's see what it looks like. Oop. So it's probably about the size of, I don't know, probably about the size of a router. The ports here, we've got what looks like a reset button. They aren't labeled, but I'm guessing that's the power jack and then the Ethernet cable. We've got all the details on here. Yep, I was right. We've got Ethernet and power cables. And those will go in the back over here. This kind of unboxing is really fun because it's more like a unboxing. We've got a whole bunch of boxes to unbox. We also have a door and window sensor and a motion sensor. So these are both, they're pretty self-explanatory. These are contact sensors or entry sensors. You stick them on the edge of a door or a cabinet or anything that opens and closes, and they're magnet, and once that magnetic seal is broken, the alarm goes off. These are standard with most home security systems. Don't go for a home security system if they don't include something like this, because this is an industry standard. Looks like we've got 3 of these individual guys in here. Oh, they're nice and slim. So I would stick probably one of these pieces on here, and then when the door opens and closes, I'm excited to set this up because we have 3 in this one kit. So that means I can stick 2 on a window and 1 on my front door, or on my front and back doors, and then 1 on the window. It just kind of depends on what works. And they're peel and stick, so I won't have to drill any holes or anything on there, so that's pretty easy to set up. All right, and we have motion sensors. These are really helpful for, you want to put them like it has in the diagram here. Put them high up into the wall so you can see as much of the room as you can. This one I believe is an infrared one, and it's got 90 degrees field of view and detects motion from 40 feet away. So I've got a pretty wide living room, so I would imagine that would be a good spot to put that in there. So here we go. This is the motion sensor. It looks like we've got wall anchors if we want to put up on the wall for a little more secure, permanent situation, and then adhesive stickers. Well, as a renter, I will probably use those. Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. Front point keypad. So with this one, it has programmable pin codes that you can have a different code for everybody in your family. So you can have your own pin code, say it's your birthday, and then your spouse can have their birthday as their pin code, and your kids can have different pin codes. So that way you know when that specific pin code is entered that, you know, your spouse or your kids are home. So let's see what this one looks like. This one also, I believe this is the one with crash and smash technology in it. So if it is tampered with, you will get a notification that something is amiss. So it's got, you can stick it on the wall. We've got a battery notification light, and it looks like, I'm guessing that might be the tamper thing. So let me know in the comments if you want me to try and tamper with this thing. That could be kind of fun. Looks pretty straightforward. I like the size of this. It's small enough that you can stick it on the side of the wall. Probably it's maybe about the size of like a big outlet, like a big light switch. Yeah, or maybe about the size of a cell phone. So it's pretty compact. A lot of these keypads can be pretty big. We got 2 cameras in here. We have the indoor and the outdoor camera. So let's take a look at the indoor camera first. See, it's 1080p, which is pretty standard industry. Its night vision can see up to 15 feet in the dark, so I'm excited to test that out. It works with 2.4 gigahertz internet, so if you're working on the 5, you'll have to switch that over, try it out. So let's see how it works. The trick is not to rip this box open either. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's one of those where it's folded in and it won't come open. And I have to be very delicate about it. There we go. Figured it out. It took me long enough. All right. So with this camera, we've got a starter kit information right here. And here is the camera itself. It looks like about the size of the Wyze Cam. It kind of has that similar design that I'm seeing a lot in indoor cams, where it's kind of the big square with the swivel head. It's a popular design for a reason, because you can hold it, you can mount it up to walls and move it from there, so it doesn't have to stay on a shelf or in, you know, on a counter or anything. You can stick it on the wall. We've got the infrared sensor and the microphone or the speaker in here. It's got two-way voice. There's a spot for an SD card if you want to use local storage. Might have to try that out. You can see here where it swivels really easily up and down and over. I like the way this is designed. It's maybe, let's see, about this size of the palm of my hand, so it's a pretty small camera. I would imagine a lot of these kinds of cameras I recommend for nurseries, like a small like baby monitor, kids' rooms, the front hallway, that kind of thing. And along with this, we've also got the power cable. So I'm assuming this needs to stay plugged in. And then mounting brackets and screws and wall anchors. So you can stick this on the wall as well. Now to the outdoor camera. Let's see how they compare. I'm on to you, front point. You're not gonna trick me this time. Just like the indoor camera, we've got some literature at the front, ready to go. And here she is. Oh, it's big. Okay, so this is a little heftier. It's even a little heavier too. And it's also got that ball and socket joint. But it looks like it rotates in several different spots where it rotates here and here. That's really stiff. Ooh, okay, so that looks like stainless steel, and it's supposed to move. Doesn't move very smoothly, so maybe that's something I'll have to adjust a little bit, but we've got a reset button. Here we go. It's got an icon for an SD card here too, and a reset button and a speaker because it's got two-way talk. So maybe compared to, let's just do a quick little size comparison. So here's the indoor, and here's the outdoor. It's a pretty significant size difference, but I'm excited. I'm thinking I'm gonna put this on my front porch, or maybe even on the side. We've got a parking space near the door that we like to keep a camera on. I think that'll be a good spot for it. All right, and then in here, along with the camera, our final box of all the boxes. There's been so many boxes today in this unboxing. Pretty standard. We've got wall anchors, pretty long screws to make sure it's nice and secure because this thing's so big. And then it looks like a power cable. So doesn't look like it's battery powered is what I'm gathering from this. So this might be an issue if you don't have outdoor outlets, or you might need to feed this cord through a window, which is what I think I'm gonna have to do. Not that that's a total problem, but it's a little annoying. There it is. Now that I've unpacked all of these FrontPoint devices, I'll take this kit home and set it up through the FrontPoint app. Be sure to subscribe to see how my setup and review went in a couple weeks. And if you have any questions about FrontPoint or suggestions for testing, drop a comment below and I'll give you a shout out in our review video. Thanks for watching and stay safe. Thanks for watching. And if you want more safety, head over to safewise.com and you can find reviews and our lineups of best home security systems, best wireless cameras, and more. Stay safe.